simple business management system built specifically for African businesses.
Yes. Yeah. And I like the way you say African business. I'll be coming to that shortly. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So over the past 9 years, we've been working with small businesses,
yes,
some enterprises, doing digitization, developing solutions for credit, for finance, deploying ERPs.
Yes.
But we came and realized that there is a big gap because there's a section of the market, these are small and medium enterprises, who are not able to afford very advanced solutions, and are not even able to implement them, these complicated systems from outside the country.
Yes.
So in 2021, we decided to start and prototyped and basically put into pilot our management system for the small businesses.
Pretty much. I'll be coming back to that management system. I mean, it's been 9 years down the line. And let me take you back to a time in this country when everybody was talking about the need to digitize, the need to move digital. 2020, when COVID-19 struck. Did you realize that majority of businesses were caught off guard, especially smaller businesses?
Yes.
What did you wake up to as a business that was running through that period, and you're trying to tell businesses, please digitize? What was the challenge for smaller businesses within that period?
The biggest challenge before COVID, was that when we were trying to get this business to digitize, what was happening is that they tell you, I know my pen and paper.
I don't need to digitize.
I don't need to digitize.
Yes.
I know my pen and paper. I have everyone here. I can see everyone. I can walk. I can go into any location I want. I know whatever's happening. COVID came. When COVID came, you remember the things about lockdowns.
Yes.
Managing crowds. So people were not able to. Basically, there was need now to create an environment where you could manage your business, you could keep track of your business, you could even sell and perform operations without all of you being together and you being at home, but the business in Kisumu or Mombasa is operating.
Yes, pretty much. So we're still talking about your journey. And I would like to address this question from this perspective before then I see exactly what QOBA does to smaller businesses. But the biggest challenge, even before COVID, Sammy, was not that smaller businesses don't want to digitize, but there was no customer-sensitive solutions in the market. Is that a blame that is wrong, that has been pushed to businesses like yours, where you're saying, well, you're sort of thinking about the business operator, forgetting very well that majority of the solutions that you're offering should also be in touch with the customer?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
It's actually true. There were a lot of systems that were coming in from outside.
Yes.
But when you look at the African entrepreneur, they operate in very peculiar means. You find that most of them, even their processes themselves, keep on changing.
Yes.
The process they can use this week won't be the same as next week, or even the staff. So you can find it reaches on Saturdays, they have 10 staff. On the weekdays, they have 5 staff, or vice versa.
Yes.
So, and also they are under a lot of resource constraint.
Yes.
Because access to credit is an issue, and a lot of other things. So it is indeed true that there were no affordable solutions for them, and also there were complicated solutions.
Yes.
So even if they implemented them, they would take about 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, they have to dump that system and then go back to their manual because they're basically unable to operate.
I see. Which therefore, again, begs the question, Sammy, because another reason, again, is that you're operating in an environment, a small business environment, and one thing headlines that area, that their resources are quite concentrated. It's not somebody who's going to look at your system and then say, well, give me this 25 million. In fact, give me a bouquet for 1 year and then come back after 2 years so we can get to renew it. You as QOBA then, Can you tell me how you decided to enter this market then, and say we're going to focus on small businesses, knowing very well that the smaller businesses, it's not like they're going to welcome us with money. In fact, the only reason they'll accept it is if we're going to prove to them that this system is going to help you make money.
Exactly. So what the biggest value proposition that we give to the businesses is actually the reduction in terms of their wastage. So most of these businesses experience a lot of wastage, some from internal, so staff walk away with stock, you do not know what's happening, sales are not recorded, people double print invoices, and basically there's a typical entrepreneur. You ask them, you talk to them, they'll tell you, when I'm in the business makes 20,000. Yeah?
When I'm right there, there's money, isn't it?
Yes, there's money. But the moment I go and then I get the report in the evening, the business has made 8,000, 5,000. And then they think that, oh, today there were no people, biashara ni mbaya, kumekauka. Such sort of thing. So what we had to come in as QOBA was that and we knew how to come in because we had experience dealing with these businesses, So we knew that we had to create a platform that these businesses can adopt, and they do not have to have a big capital investment, initially to get
for you to get the system.
For you to get the system. So we cut down on the cost of the infrastructure and on the cost of having to pay people to come constantly and do support for you. So we had to create a model that we could cater for these businesses, where we could cater for the businesses, in the way they operate, but then be able to give them superior service and a system that can still offer the same sophisticated solution and reporting mechanisms that also the external systems were offering to the big and elite enterprises.
And that's where the conversation begins then, because majority of smaller businesses are also getting a lot of propositions as well. So right here, Samuel, why would I, as a small business owner, decide to use your system as not go to the open source market, which is also another area that majority of these MSMEs are tapping into? I mean, if you go online, you will see majority of them are saying, well, sell on Facebook, sell on Twitter, sell on Instagram. That's what majority of them are. In fact, manage some of your clients from Instagram as well. Why would they tap into your system as opposed to going open source, but they can get some of these facilities for free and they get to cut down on the cost?
The thing about open source is not bad. It's actually good. But the thing about businesses, the small businesses, the small and medium businesses, is that even after implementing the system, even before implementing the system, we have to work with these businesses, make sure if they didn't have a process, we help them come up with a process, that is repeatable and can lead to growth of that business, and then after even the implementation, then we stick with them, providing them support until they are then able to, by themselves, carry out their operations through the platform. And also, we cater to their needs. So every business is not the same. So even at that minimum cost, the way we have designed our platform, we are then able to still make changes, to suit person A business and person B business.
So it's a journey that you walk together with this business. Once their needs change, you as QOBA then will come in and then say, can we change it to this direction, isn't it? So are you saying that you as QOBA, Samuel, that you've studied the business needs for a smaller business? And I've said that for someone who's running a smaller business, this is exactly what you're going to lose if you're not on a particular system. And that's exactly what we're coming to help you. So which are these areas where majority of smaller businesses who have not really digitized their operations are really losing? And what particular solution does your system offer them?
So As you said earlier,
Yes.
many of these businesses, many of these entrepreneurs are basically blind. Yeah. So, and what hinders them from growth is because they know the realities of the business. Yeah.
Yes.
They know if I'm not there, this is what happens.
Everything is just going to go down. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So we have to. So we come in. Yeah.
Yes.
And help them to first sort out the issues of fraud, yeah, and being able to have a repeatable process, which is then we digitize through QOBA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
With this, then the business is able to grow, where the entrepreneur does not need to be there throughout. Yeah.
And this is the promise for any other business that an entrepreneur is into. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
As long as there's a small business, you're saying that you can actually come in and digitize it fully to the point that you don't gotta be there.
Yes.
Yes.
You don't have to be there, and you can expand. We've seen some of our customers come in with one branch, and now they're doing 7 branches, and they were with one branch for about 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah. Because of that realization that, okay, now I think it makes sense to grow. Yes.
All right. Now talk to me. You've been in the market for 9 years, and by the way, that's a long period to be in this market. 9 years is a long period. Trying to preach the same thing over and over again to these smaller businesses. When you talk to them as QOBA, what is this first challenge? I'd like to point out to smaller businesses in Kenya that when you approach smaller businesses, especially when it comes to digitizing, this will be the first challenge. And I want you to speak again on another challenge as well, the cost. How have you been able to beat the cost aspect in the smaller businesses?
So maybe you can.
Yes. Yeah. Let's talk about the journey. Yes. 9 years.
Yes.
Have the challenges been changing to you as QOBA in the market?
So maybe I can clarify something.
Yes.
So we've been doing this for 9 years.
Yes.
But we've done this as QOBA since 2021.
Since 2021.
Yes.
Was that a realization of the COVID-19 challenge?
It was part of it.
Yes.
But it was also a realization of the bigger scope.
Yes.
Whereby we are implementing systems. Yeah. We are implementing it, the systems in big companies. Yeah. But we're also being approached by the small ones. Yeah. And we can also see. And also, when we go backwards, even my own father was running a hardware. The hardware grew, but he got a transfer to come to Nairobi and left the hardware. In about 2 months, it was down.
He had to close it.
Yes.
Yeah, because of stock management, I would like to think, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Because when you're not there,
nothing goes on, isn't it?
So that is so after, and that was when I was still in high school. Yeah?
Yes.
So when COVID hit, yeah, and with all this demand, and also coming up with ideas and seeing seeing how we could polish our platforms and our systems to be able to suit to these small businesses. That's when we decided to basically go into the
smaller business segment, isn't it?
Into the small business.
Yes.
And yeah.
So what are you preaching to smaller business? That you don't have to worry. Are you the one who manages the system, Samala, or you just go in, the first thing you do is train the smaller businesses before you get to onboard them into this platform?
We train them, yeah?
Yes.
But at first we have to work with the entrepreneur. We have to understand their vision, yeah? So it is an out-of-the-box system. Even you can go there and onboard yourself, yeah? But when our deployment teams come, yeah, we speak with you, we know what you want to do, we know your biggest challenge, and then using the system now, we guide you as the entrepreneur, we do it together. We guide you, we structure your business if it's not structured, and then we implement it into the platform.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm looking at your competition in the field, and it's a good thing that we're talking about it right now. But if we look at these bigger shopping platforms, they're also trying to help smaller businesses sort of manage their stock and run their businesses, you would say, in that perspective. Sami, what is the difference between you and any other bigger player really trying to offer solutions to smaller businesses in Kenya?
I think the understanding of how small businesses operate
Yes.
Is what sets us apart.
Yes.
And also the fact that we're able to offer a premium service to the small business at a fraction of the cost of the bigger players. Yeah. And the way we're able to do that is because on our side also, we've reduced the cost of offering these services. Yeah. And we're able to offer these services even remotely and other cost reduction strategies, which enable us to still maintain a high level of customer experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that gotta be the difference, isn't it? All right, let's look at the country itself.
Yes.
You've been in this space for 9 years. You'll be at a better position to talk to me about it. The people saying, well, Kenya is not technologically ready. That even some of the solutions that we're trying to implement right now, if you go to other economies that we implemented a long time ago. Is that true? And what has the response been so far for you since 2021?
I think Kenya is ready.
Isn't it?
Very ready.
Is it?
Yeah, it is very
Yes.
ready. Because even if you look at the penetration rate of the internet
Yes.
and the mobile phone, is high
Yes.
in Kenya, more than I think any other African nation. Yeah. So we are ready. And also the literacy rates of our people are high. So we've reached that point where we need the solutions. Yeah. We need the solutions to grow.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, the environment is there. Everything, I think, is ready.
That's it. So somebody told me to ask you this question, that for anybody trying to talk about digitizing operations, there's one thing that stands out in Kenya: mobile penetration, and you've actually just spoken about it right now.
Yes.
That depending on how you look at it, we could be above 130% in this country, because majority of Kenyans work with 2, 3, 4 phones and SIM cards, so it could be above 130 something percent.
Yes.
That essentially means that for anybody then talking about business systems and the way that we run businesses, that you gotta target the mobile phone.
Exactly.
If indeed then you are going to talk about offering local-based solutions. Is that a thing that QOBA is going to get into in the near future? And how do you see you operating in that space for mobile telephony in terms of your systems right now?
Right now, actually, even we have targeted mobile phones.
Yes.
Yeah, and devices basically. So we offer a gadget for SMEs to be able to just all-in-one equipment.
Yes.
For the small businesses. Yeah, so we work with partners in terms of providing these gadgets, but the solution itself, yeah, is ready for the mobile phone and handheld devices.
Yes,
yes,
pretty much. Now, another area is the people want to hear exactly what solutions that you have for them as well in terms of running their businesses. Which systems are these? You will say that are at the top at QOBA, and what exactly can they help a smaller business do that right now? Sami, let's market those systems for you.
So QOBA in itself,
yes.
QOBA is a platform.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can find it at QOBA.io. Yeah. And when you go there, what you'll see that on the same platform, you're able to manage your procurement, so your supply chain, and anything from your suppliers to the purchases, to that inventory, move it across locations and be able to manage the stock, be able to manage any supply that have spoiled.
Yes.
Yeah? Up to the sales. Yeah. Be able to manage the sales, keep records of the sales, and whatever is in there, the profit, the taxes, and also be able to manage these sales from both online, your website, and in-house. So yeah, so we help you manage the full chain. We also, on the same platform, there are product-based businesses. Yeah, those are retailers and distributors, and manufacturers. So manufacturers can also manage the manufacturing workflows.
Yes.
Yeah? And the service-based industries can also manage the services.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a one-stop shop, isn't it?
Exactly.
So when somebody then decides to onboard, you will talk to them and then you go learn what their business looks like. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you can actually then guide them on exactly how to use it.
Exactly. And
Yes.
also the platform is somehow like modular.
Yes.
It's like a house. So we activate what you would use, and you can also deactivate what you want to use.
What you do not want to use, isn't
so
it?
you put it together the way you
Yes.
want it to work for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's address the elephant in the room, and we've already spoken about it. Since we're talking about MSMEs, what caliber of MSMEs, Sami, are you targeting? And what would be the cost associated with onboarding your products at QOBA?
So our product is available at an annual subscription rate
Yes.
of 25,000.
That's 25,000 for any other business.
Yes.
And I'd like to think that 20. I
And that-
want to
and
ask you.
that-
Want to
and
ask you that question that you before.
And
Yes.
that covers
Yes.
up to 3 locations of operation. So if you are a business operating in 3 locations,
Yes.
then we can at 25,000.
Yes.
You are able
And
to
this
onboard.
25,000 then opens you up to everything on the platform. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, everything.
You know, so from where you said it, Sami, you would like to think that that's a proper cost for smaller businesses in the country.
It is a good cost.
Yes.
It is affordable for them because while they use QOBA, you realize that they make a lot of savings. Yeah, and also we unlock other revenue channels, including the e-commerce and digital channels for them.
Yes.
So with that, what we say is that we are saving you money and we're generating for you money.
We're generating
You're
for
just
you money.
giving us a portion.
In that sense,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's at QOBA. And
Yes.
we only have 3 minutes left. Could you paint for me the picture of QOBA, probably in this particular space that you started in 2021?
Yeah.
What's going to be in next like 2, 3, 4 years down the line?
So as part of in our plan,
Yes.
we hope to reach more than 6,000 businesses by end of 2024. Yeah, and in QOBA itself, we hope to be able to, not we hope to, but we're working on enabling more services for our customers.
Yes.
In QOBA. Already we can do payments through QOBA, so we have our wallet that is embedded onto the platform, and we hope to be able to do a lot more that is on the pipeline with our partners. And we'll be happy to serve these small businesses. What we say that what we want is at least when we say that we are successful is when
The smaller businesses around you are successful.
Yes, are successful,
Yeah.
and they're able to serve cumulatively more than 10 million customers a day
Yes.
through the platform.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, 2 things then, as you step out in just 15 seconds. The environment. I mean, every time we have a change in government, we got to talk about it as well.
Yes.
Is it an enabling environment, even for you, Sami, in this space, then to get into business, or something that needs to get done?
What affects us most is when our customers are not able to either close down, yeah, or they are not able to meet the cost of the product.
Yes.
Yeah, and right now the thing about being able to offer credit to these SMEs, I think it is a good thing so far from the new administration. And the thing that our customers are crying about is taxes. But yeah, that's for the administration to think about.
That's for them to think about.
Yeah.
In fact, it did say let's collect for us to live within what we collect.
Yes.
Anyway, that's it, Sami. For somebody who wants to get into QOBA, what do I do right now?
What do? You can go into the platform.
That's QOBA.
QOBA.io.
Yes.
And you can give us a call, or you can sign up, and anyone from our sales or marketing teams will get to you.
Fantastic.
Yes.
That's it. The importance of digitizing business operations. If you did listen to Sami, is that put it in Swahili, the way he said, ukikuwa unatengeza pesa, kitoka tu kidogo hivi unaanza kuambia leo ma customers hawajakuja bwana. You know, so you gotta stop that. Sami, thank you very much for coming, man. Appreciate. All right, now that's exactly what we have for you on a look at business. Tomorrow we look at what is this thing that KRA is trying to do. You know, they're starting an online TV, so that means they might not be coming for my interviews. And they're also starting tax literacy program with this new launch of events that they're doing today. We'll be talking about that tomorrow on a deeper detail right here on a Look at Business Tech Summit. Back to the time that it came online right here on Look at Business at Look Up TV across all your social media platforms. Those questions that have been coming in, by the way, talk to me. Can't get Simba. We'll be taking them back to him as well. That's exactly what we have for you. Good morning, or is it good afternoon? Just about to be good afternoon. See you tomorrow.